Group hug.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex on. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Yo, squad shitty, my bros raw. No breaks, we go, 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 go. Throw shade, that's a no, 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 no. Go high, go low, low, low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD24. No sleep, need more, more, more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up.
Side at Memorial Park in the Back to the Valley race. Practice runs began at 9 a.m. and the races started at noon. The organizers say it's inspired by the Discovery Channel show Street Outlaws. The race also included food vendors and giveaways. One of the organizers, Jesse Grant, says
What's up, everybody?
What is up?
We're going to be contacting schools, churches, businesses, anyone in the area that has the capacity to support an amazing hobby that's building unity, bringing together crowds from all demographics, all
That's
states
what I'm talking about.
to enjoy this amazing hobby.
Yeah, buddy.
And then no. All right, let me get rid of that one. All right, there we go, y'all.
What is up, everybody?
Can you tell I'm playing?
Yes.
So, all right, we're just gonna see who's all on here. If y'all got any questions, like I said, I shared this a couple of places, so the names ain't gonna pop up on everybody. But we just wanted to get together and talk to some people, and well, talk to y'all about this upcoming year. What races are going on? Input on who's putting on races. We know the big ones, who's gonna be doing that, but you know, we're wanting to do another one in November next year. We want to do another Better Than the Valley.
2.
Yeah, and like I said, try to make it bigger and better. We're actually looking at places to do it where it'd be legit. So, hey, Papa.
And hey, Caden. Let me go ahead and let y'all know if y'all are commenting and we can't see who is commenting. We can see what y'all are commenting, but we don't know who it is. If you want us to be able to see who's commenting on the Webb RC videos Facebook page,
if y'all
and
go
YouTube,
yeah,
we can see.
Yeah, if y'all
commenting.
if y'all go to our page and watch it off of our page and watch it off of YouTube and you can comment, we can actually see y'all's comments. We can see your comments on the other, but we don't always see. All it says is Facebook user if you're from another group or something. So, but what's up, everybody? Anything you want to talk about before we?
U.R.C.D.R. What's up, Webb RC? Great race coverage. Thank you.
Thank you. Hopefully we're gonna get better. This time it wasn't as good as it normally was because we were running around with our heads cut off, but I think it turned out being a pretty good event.
Well, it was our first race.
Yep.
And we also had Grant
We had
HobbyVids, and we had Gap Reviews A to Z helping us.
Gap Reviews.
Yeah. We
Too
had
many monsters.
Yes. We had a bunch of help, and thanks to Yulin Brothers, who ran a great race for us.
Yeah, they did a great job.
And you know, thanks to all our sponsors, they did an awesome job providing our raffle items. And
hopefully they'll do it again. Hopefully they can. Like I said, I'd love to go ahead and get some sponsors for next year. The same kind of thing to where I can advertise them as we advertise us, because give us a whole year. We're going to try to spread the word as much as we can. So
now I do believe we were talking about putting on a couple of races this year.
Well, I know we talked to some people and they said that in Alabama there wasn't very many street eliminator races.
Yes.
So we were thinking getting with Loom and
Rusty Brooks.
Yeah, Rusty Brooks, and then there's some, I can't think of the other guy's name. But anyway, some people over there, and seeing if we got a contact and talk to people and see if we can throw a kind of a decent sized race over there and see if we can get some stuff going in Alabama. 7th scale.
And get Derek Ulock in on it too.
Yeah, on what? On the street eliminator?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But let's see if we can get as much as we can in Alabama, because North Carolina, South Carolina's huge. Georgia, thank y'all for coming to Georgia. Pawpaw, you did a great job. Had a couple people from Georgia run. You know what I mean? Most of them were from Atlanta that ran. Gat will probably do a couple races, I would think, like that. Hopefully, he might be on later. Jesse, hopefully, he's going to do some races with 7th scales. But
Let me stop you for a second. Okay, we have a Facebook user that says, "I like to officially become a sponsor for both our local drag group and a team we're building." Um, okay, which Facebook user is that? And who said, "Let's have a race in Talladega"?
that would be cool.
That would be awesome.
But we got to see how many people we can get going in this. The biggest thing about like the next one we're going to do, we're going
Hey,
to do
Jared Neve, and hey, Robbie Black,
the next one we're going to do is going to
Nick
be
Freeman.
we're going to be in I'm hoping a racetrack or something that's got the license and everything that we need to do, so that we can promote like we need to do. Y'all know us, we're all about promotion. I know some places don't want to see promotion, they don't want no heat on their stuff, but we're about growing a hobby, so we're going to try to do it legit and get where people can come
Okay.
watch and do what we can do. And we want to promote it, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I said, wherever we have it, I would like for it to, if I could get it on the nation news, I would get it, you know what I mean? So that's
I think if we put it out there and we let everybody know about it, because not everybody knows about the RC drag racing community.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone, U.D.R.C. And I think if we put it out there and it opens it up, it lets more kids into it, and they are the future RC.
Well,
And it gets
it puts more knowledge. It puts it out in the opening and let people know about it. Because one of the things that we've always tried to do is traveling is smaller groups. Let them know that there's groups out there. Because all it takes is 2 people to have a group where they can
team.
race together
Yep.
and do things together. Well, if somebody's got a car and they don't know that 5 other people in the same area's got a car, well, they're not going to race them cars. But if we can go out there and have these big events like this and
Where they get to
advertise
meet
it, where
everybody.
yeah, and everybody comes in, because like I said, what we're looking at right now, the place, if it's an if right now, big if, but if the place works out, it's got campsites, it's got hotels close, it's got
Even got a lake.
it ain't a lake. You keep
Okay,
saying
a pond.
that.
A pond. I call it a lake. You call it a pond. Whatever.
It's a mud hole, but it's a pretty mud hole.
It's a pretty mud hole.
But it's the ocean.
It's not the
I know.
ocean, Jack.
This is kid friendly. But anyway, but what I was saying was it gives somebody or people the place to go. If we advertise it, they see it, they like it, they can go there and they gonna meet everybody. They're gonna meet the ones that are kicking tail across the nation. They're gonna meet, because like I said, they got them in Vegas. You know what I mean? You got the big one in Vegas, no doubt.
Let me pause you for a second. Okay, if by chance Robbie Black is watching this, Robbie Black, we do have someone that wants to buy some more of that Roadrunner tire prep. Big Rex PB says, "Can somebody tell the people who make the Roadrunner tire prep I need more the fast way?" Donnie Burnett, you're on.
Well, PB, we are going down there Saturday.
Yes, we are.
And I think Donnie might be there. Somebody be there that will have some of that Roadrunner stuff. So if you want some, let me know, and I'll pick you up some and bring you back some.
Yep. And Papa RC, I had a blast. Wasn't very fast, but the car was going straight. Learned a lot at the race. Talking to everyone. Now it's time to get faster.
Yep.
There you go. That's what it's all about.
And that's the thing about it is, they wouldn't let us have the event at Fort Valley. It ain't to say that y'all can't race out there. They just didn't want to be liable for the people out there, and you can understand that. You know what I mean? That's one of them things that we thought was taken care of. It wasn't, but next time it definitely will. We're taking care of it now. You know what I mean? And
yep.
But in the same aspect, we learned there's a new place down the road here that you can run. So now there's 2 places in Houston County and Byron that can be. Well, there's one place in Houston County, one place in Byron that everybody can run, and y'all can get together. even if you make teams on either strip, y'all can race against each other. But it gets the
community.
It gets it going, right?
Yeah.
And that's like Alabama. We've been to Alabama. They're real big in street eliminator
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Who's that, Jimmy Ray?
Yeah. Jim Ray. Evening, y'all. Need some of the Roadrunner prep. All right, Donnie Burnett. There's another sale for you.
Hey, we need to talk to Rodney.
Yeah.
And tell him that
Rodney needs to buy stock in that.
Yeah, get some Roadrunner prep instead of that stuff he's got.
Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get back to the subject.
Oh yeah, but what were we talking about, y'all?
The race.
Yeah, I know that. But that's the main thing is we're trying to grow it. So, if we can have a big one and we get it, it's going to be expensive. But if we get it where we can have campers and we can have plenty of room for people, food, make it where it's Friday, Saturday, leaving out on Sunday. Main race could be on Saturday. Everybody can come in and have a meet and greet, test and tune on Friday. If you get there early, talk to them and see if we can have the track up and they can run, as long as you pay your track fees. I don't see where that'd be a problem.
Robbie Black wants me to announce to everyone that needs that good old tire prep to tell them to go to BBM Performance and Parts. And he said, please. Are you planning an event in North Georgia?
I'm not. Not to say that I wouldn't help somebody do one.
Mike McCutcheon just said we can get together and host one together in Buford.
We could, yeah, and that's what stuff like that we could do. Y'all got a great club. All y'all need is some advertisement. You know what I mean? And I'm more than game to help you on that. You know what I'm saying? We just got to find a place where y'all want to do it. And that's kind of the same thing I'm looking at with talking to Loom and it's like Jess. That's what we're talking about this race. What we call it?
Which one?
The drag racing. Are you U.D.R?
Oh, U.R.D.
Yeah.
U.R.
No, U.R.C.D.
Unified RC Drag Racing. Yeah. U.R.C.D.R.
But that's what we're doing with that is a way that we can help promote other races. You know what I mean? Just y'all might host a race and then you could talk to Gap, you could talk to me, you could talk to Jesse, and we can team up together to kind of give it some hype and do something like that. But as far as us throwing races, we just don't have the time to do all of the races. That's what I was figuring that we could do. I want to do one in Alabama because Rusty Brooks.
You killing next.
I'm just kicking ass tonight.
Rusty Brooks.
Yes, Rusty Brooks. We talked to him about that, and he's already got a location, and it might be just something to do. And all the big hitters, I'd like for everybody to come out there and let's put on a good race there and see if we can get the people going, because we can get that area of Alabama hitting right. Well, then when they have them in North Carolina, everybody should get to North Carolina, South Carolina, North Georgia, and but I'm definitely on for North Georgia. Like I said, anything y'all want to do in Georgia, y'all hit me up and we'll jump on whatever we can. I'll help you out any way I can.
Coach G wants to know, YouTuber race event a part of the 2022 races?
You gonna come down to?
You gonna travel?
Well, you gonna come up to the Better Than Valley race next year? What was that?
I'm thinking of his answer.
Oh, well, you should. But then we can do something. If we do something like that, we could do that. We could do like on a, because that's what I was looking at on Fridays. We could, if we do a Friday, Saturday, and and leave it out on Sunday, it gives people traveling time. Plus, it gives us time to hang out. Because even like on Friday night, maybe we can, I don't know, get a barbecue thing going where we have a big greet, meet and greet and hang out and talk and let them test and tune. And because, like I said, I think there's 17 RV parking, and that's with sewer and everything in it.
Yes.
So, that would definitely have to be first come, first serve. But places like that don't come cheap. But
Coach D wants to say you can't answer a question with a question, sir.
Yes, I can. I just did. But yes, we definitely need to do that kind of race. And the same thing goes with you, Coach. If you have a race down there and we can get down there to it, I know
Let us know in advance.
I know we can't put our finger in it, you know what I'm saying, a bunch, but you're on top of, you set up a race, we're more than help, you know what I'm saying, we'll help do whatever we can on it. I just want to get more people because, like I said, even when we had this race in Warner Robins
Robins.
last weekend, there was a lot of people that walked up that was really interested in it, and that's how it grows. That's the way it happens. The 7th scale racing and the 8th scale, I don't know that much about it. I know Gap and them run it a lot. Jesse's always been into that, but you know, I don't want completely leave them out. I want to get some of them into the no prep, but we need to do something on the 7th scale too. So that's what I was thinking. But I want to get with Jesse and Loom and all them and talk about that because they do it. What?
Coach D, he said, yes, 6 months advance notice. I have to give y'all because Lord knows South Carolina comes first.
Hey, yeah. If you come up, you'd understand. If you'd have came to the race in Warner Robins, you'd understand. What's crazy is out of all, we have, Brian Sparks came out there, PB them came out there, this, that, and other, but and Paw, but
And Greg.
yeah, but most of the people that showed up come in from out of state. You know what I mean? And I mean that's North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama,
Kentucky.
I mean
Wisconsin.
Yeah. So I hadn't met nobody bad yet in none of this stuff. Now upstate is just one of this. What did we go to? We went to Vegas first, and then when we stopped at upstate because we were supposed to go to Florida and it rained that weekend.
Yes.
And we went to upstate, and we just fell in love with the group, the people. Like I said, dude, everybody jokes around, but when I get close to retiring time, that is definitely in one of our little things of thinking about buying a house somewhere, ain't it?
Coach D says we're coming out to Gap Crawler event December 18th. We are already scheduled to do the Fallen Hero December the 18th.
Yep, that's because he's doing that. Is that the Toys for Tots or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick Freeman says would y'all like to link up for a race soon with the North Georgia crew?
Definitely. Like I said, just hit me up. Especially when y'all talk, just give us enough time. Biggest thing is look at the big races. I know we're going to what do we got?
Scott Lang.
So far we got what? A couple races that we definitely want to go to.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to Florida.
Yes.
We're really, really thinking hard about going to Vegas.
Yes.
Which we're thinking about doing something different on Vegas. We're not gonna do no live or no shit like that.
No.
And the thing about the live is what we're gonna start doing is when people want us to go live, they just ask us to go live and we'll do what we can on that. But as far as most of the races, we're just gonna go and take videos and do like we used to and just kind of show the hobby, do our support, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Because I know we got one in Kentucky.
Yeah.
And we're actually wanted to be sponsors in that, so we're gonna put some stuff in there for their giveaways and stuff like that.
That's
right.
The CKMP.
Yeah.
Ones.
But yeah, just hit me up. Let me know when y'all plan on a race, and we can get together on it.
Nick Freeman says, yeah, let's chat soon. I don't always see the race schedule, but would love to join in on some road trips and race. Awesome.
Yeah.
And we also have Scott Lang is watching, Frank Greer is watching, and Alan Fisher is watching. Yep. And Justin Carter is watching. And James Pinson said the race last weekend was great.
Thank you. Like I said, it had some hiccups, but for our first one, I don't think it went bad.
I think it went pretty good.
We got a little bit more gray in there because of last weekend, but that was mainly on Friday. But
yeah,
if anybody ever tells you that having races is easy,
it's not.
They lied. I got a lot of respect for everybody that puts on these races, but that's how we have the races to go. We can find a race almost every weekend. What Coach D say now? I knew it was him when you started giggling.
I thought my Webb RC sponsorship covered my travel.
Well, we might have to talk. I don't know, to get you somewhere. We might have to talk. Put into the expense of everything else.
Okay, which Facebook user is this that says I still have tickets? Where's the door prices? That sounds like a Rusty
That
Brooks.
stuff sound like Rusty Brooks. That was funny. They I tell you what, man, a couple of them hit it big on that. One of the Webb Racing hit it.
Yes. Super big.
I mean, we donated a radio. It was what, $300 something. I mean, because
Yeah.
and
it was like,
because we put in the radio and we done a sharp body, and then you had what sharp bodies. I mean, you had all our sponsors. They hooked us up. The rims, you know what I mean, from Bad Racing. I don't know if all y'all got to go see them things, but
they were bad.
They are awesome. So, what's crazy is we had all that stuff piled up in a box, headed to the race. And you know how hard it was for me to put it on that table, because I knew if I wanted it, I got to buy it all back now.
Yeah, you did.
And I do. And you see the banner behind us.
Coach G said that guy didn't hesitate to grab that radio.
No. But, and I got to say to, talking about the way this hobby is and the way everything is, Rusty Brooks.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I think it was on Grant's video, but you can see it. But, Rusty got the first pick. He got the first thing, and he went over there, and he could have got that radio. I mean, it was the most expensive thing over there on it.
Somebody actually said
that you ain't gonna grab the radio, and he said, "I don't need it, so let it have somebody that needs it." And I got a lot of respect for that. That's awesome. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's what I've always tried to do too. Is if I'm in line to get something to eat and I can afford my meal, and somebody tries to pay my meal, I'd much rather them just keep going behind me and
pay for the next person.
Pay for the next one. So, because you never know when you're gonna be down. But
yep,
I like it. I like it a lot. But
Hunter Milton is watching. Hey Hunter, how are you doing?
But I want everybody to get together on these races and, put their input in, help each other out, because it's not a competition on who's going to have the biggest race, who's going to do what. It's about having the races to go to in the areas. You know what I mean? Because like I said, everybody jokes me about upstate, but anybody that knows upstate, they put on races every other weekend almost.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a race almost every other weekend. And it usually turns out to be a good race.
Brett Burdine says, we are very sorry about not being able to make it to the race last weekend.
We understand. Not everybody can make things like that, and that's just the way it is. But, we're going to do it again. We're going to do it bigger and better. I thank everybody for going out there. It was a good time. I enjoyed the crap out of it. I enjoyed, like I said, it was a lot of work. It was a lot of stuff. It was cold the beginning of the morning, but, I was
it started warming up though.
It did warm up, turned out good. But it started off cold. The track, I was kind of really worried about it because when I went out there and blew it the first time, it looked like there ain't nothing been on there in park in like many, many years. But by the end of the day of the racing, they were moving. You know what I mean? And it seems like it turned out pretty good. So
yeah, it does. Gerald Moody says, can I run a Pinto in the Eliminator class? Are you guys going to be at the race in Columbus this weekend?
No, we're going to be in.
No, we will be in upstate. They are doing Toys for Tots.
Yeah. You see me shake. Not an earthquake. We're good.
And Cody Offenbecker says, I had a blast out there. Y'all did great. Thank you, Bisquick.
And your daddy made us a thing, man.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
We cannot say thank you enough. He actually did a Christmas ornament for us as well.
Yeah. That's just cool. It hangs up on the wall.
Crap.
I asked him, could he do me a spider to hang up on something, and he's just amazing. So.
Hey, Wendy Shaw, how are you?
He made me some cup holders too.
I like the bottom.
Yeah, I just showed him the bottom.
Oh, did you show
the
him
rest
the
of them are just spider webs and spiders, because you know how I am. But
hey, MPIH King, how are you?
And then he made us a Christmas ornament. I love that guy.
Okay, we have a Facebook user saying hello from Arizona.
Hey.
I'm not sure which Facebook user that is. Can you let me know? And Cody Offenbecker says, that's cool as hell. He didn't show me that.
Yeah,
Ain't it bad?
Yeah, he
we
does
love
amazing things, man. And I like.
Hey, Cam Dawson, how are you?
I like the idea you going through too. If I get done paying off all the stuff that I keep doing, I might have to get me a Bisquick clone.
Big Rat says he's making hits to get better.
Good deal.
MPIH King, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hey, Michelle Vine, how are you?
I just, but like I said, the main thing is I want to get with everybody. I'm about growing the hobby, and I'm about everything in the hobby. I like everything about the RC drag racing for sure. I love the no prep, you know what I'm saying, the SE, but
Cody says I can build it. LOL.
yeah, and you will, and you will. But what was I gonna say? I gotta quit saying. But you talk. I'm tired.
Now you're just gonna put me on the
Just
spot.
kidding. No. But what else were we gonna talk about?
Well, we're gonna talk about the race. We want to lock it in for a certain month of November,
Talking
right?
about the big race.
The big
Yeah,
race.
yeah. I mean, back to the. What is everybody about? Do they care about the name?
Do y'all care about the name? We were just
I kind of like it. I was gonna leave it. You know what I mean? Kind of like one of them things where you have a memory and
better than the Valley.
yeah. So every time somebody wins, they'll be better than the Valley. So right now, Youngin is better than the Valley.
Better
Next
than
year,
the Valley.
somebody's got to be unless it's Youngin again. You know what I mean? It'll be like that. But see how many we can get. I want to talk to everybody before. We got a year to
Rachel.
plan it, but I want I want to get into it so we can understand and what y'all want to do. Like buy-ins. Do y'all want a bigger pot, like $100 buy-in? Do y'all want $50 buy-in? Double entry? Do you want not double entry, just $100 buy-in? Do you know what I'm saying?
Buyback.
Yeah, buybacks. What would be the best thing to vote on? We're gonna go
Instant
instant green.
green
We're
or-
definitely gonna go instant
Okay.
green. We're going instant green because that's just the way everybody else is going. So, and the NPRC rules. That's
Yes.
what we go with, whatever the rules they got. So that's not a given. That's one thing about the 7th scale and 8th scale that I got to figure out. One of the things about the 7th scale and 8th scale is I'm big on. I think if we run one class,
One time.
we can have a bigger race, a bigger turnout, bigger pot, and we can get through it. And we can have the stuff that people want because if you do a street eliminator and all you're doing is street eliminator, and when you're trying to get sponsors, they'll send stuff for street eliminators. If you know 7th scale, if we're gonna do 7th scale, something like that, we can do the same thing. Try to get sponsors, this, that, and other, but it'll just be 7th scale because it's hard to mix it up.
Right.
And the other thing about 7th scale and other cars like that 4-wheel drive is the prep. When you're renting a big building or renting places,
A private property.
yeah, the biggest thing they ask is about the prep. It seems like if they know anything to do about drag racing, that's all they know is prep. And we got to figure out a way that we can kind of have the same kind of deal like we do with the street eliminator where you don't leave nothing on the track. But that's just something we'll have to talk to Loom and all them about it because that's not my cup of tea most time anyway. So I much rather handle the street eliminators and stuff like that.
Okay, we have a couple opinions that have been brought to our attention. Cody Offenbecker says he likes the better than the Valley.
Good, me too. Because
James Spenson says no buybacks, double elimination. However, on the reverse side, Cody Offenbecker says my opinion is $50 buy-in and double entry draws more people than $100 buy-in. Even though I like big buy-ins, it doesn't draw as many people.
and you got a choice to double buy in, so you can put 100 in there if you wanted to. But yeah, that makes sense, huh?
Nick Freeman says agreed with Cody. Most popular buy-in is 25 to 50.
Okay. Well, then that's what we'll do.
Now, Roger Jackson says that it will wash away.
What?
The sticky.
Yeah, I understand that, and all of us probably understand that. Know that we can get it up one way or another. But when you're talking to somebody that
doesn't fully understand it,
right? We looked at a track today. The guy was wanting to sell it, and it's falling in.
Mm-hmm.
But it still wants $1.5 million to buy that track. And the ones that are running and in good shape, that kind of tells you how much it's going to cost. Well, you got to convince them that you're not going to hurt their tracks or anything that they're racing or their parking lots. And that's the biggest thing you got to run into is letting people know. Like I said, we got some places like in Alabama, they got a spot that the guy's great. He lets them have races out there, and it's the only thing you got to watch out for is growth. It's just kind of like at Better Valley.
Better than
What
the
is that
Valley?
damn place over there? Fort Valley. At the
Stop.
school. Well, I had a brain fart, but the parking lot and all that stuff was good. It's good to play. You can have 10 or so people. They've had bigger events there, but eventually too many big events, and they're gonna have a problem anyway. They're gonna have to have insurance and all that stuff, and that's one thing that we're gonna try to do from the get go is on these big races that we throw,
We're gonna
we'll
have
have
the
the
insurance.
insurance and everything like we're supposed to, so that we can promote it. You know what I mean? I want it to be 100 miles away still on the news. You know what I mean? So we can promote as much as we can. You know, that's when you can call out all these big companies. You can call
Right.
out Traxxas and say, hey, I'll give you a section of the area over here if you'll do demos. You know what I mean? And just to get more people in the hobby, you know.
We have a couple of questions.
Okay.
Nick Freeman says that he agrees with Cody. Most popular buy-in is 25 to 50. MPIH King says Eastern Shore RC Drag Racing will sponsor to the pot with some cash to the winner. James Pinson says buy in for $50 and have double elimination versus having to race yourself and lose an entry. Double entry with one car and losing an entry because of the draw doesn't make sense.
Well, see, the only thing
Then
about okay.
Pause. Name doesn't matter. $50 buy-in is good. Would like to see the race closer to the 1st of November. Well,
I'm finna say, what are we looking?
You're in luck on that one.
What are we looking at? We're trying to get it locked in for the
first weekend of November.
First weekend of November. What else was it? The James Penson thing. What he said, double
he
elimination.
said the buy-in for 50 and have double eliminations versus having to race yourself and lose an entry.
Yeah. See, the only thing about the double elimination, if it's, you know, saying you get two chances, I understand how they do it, losers and all that. But if you wind up having, say that we grow this thing up and it winds up having 100 or so cars, how long is it going to take us to get through 100 cars? Or, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. That's the only thing I'm thinking of. You know, I mean, if we, if we advertise it and we get a lot of people in there, that's the biggest thing. You know what I mean?
Someone said, what will we be racing on?
Asphalt. The way it's looking right now. We're looking at racetracks.
And Cam Dawson was one that said, what will we be racing on?
Yeah. What we're looking at right now is racetracks, and like the asphalt tracks, or if we can find one that we want, and the pit row coming in. You know what I'm saying? That's the stretch that we'd actually be racing, I think. Yeah. Everything else is kind of banked. But the infield would be where we could have the tents, the everything.
Yeah. And we would all the food vendors.
Well, maybe
we wouldn't have to worry about.
Well, we might not have to worry about that because they will probably do that. Might do that. I don't know. We're still finding out about all that. But vendors, like I said, if people have hobby shops, this and other, everything that we would have would be in pits, and all that good stuff would be in the middle.
Justin Curtis says, I thought that was the Byron racetrack.
Which one?
If you're talking about the first picture that we posted, it was
the Byron racetrack. It would have been awesome, man.
Just for the history of it.
We got to looking at it, the history, and everything would have been good on that. Me and Valerie went out there today and walked around, and I got some videos of it. So hopefully I'll have some videos I'll upload and show y'all. But the asphalt's just cracked up too much.
Yeah.
It's just, I know it's no prep, and I know it's supposed to not have to be perfect, but
it was not perfect.
It needed a lot of work. Yeah. And like I said, it's banked. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's banked all the way around. And where we were talking about doing on the other tracks, it was even tore up. I mean, the stands, you know what I mean? Everything else. Now the regular racetracks, everyone, we've looked at a couple of them so far. The lights are very expensive. I've never I even thought about that, but to run the lights at night on a track, I'm just gonna tell them around about. I mean, it was kind of amazing to me. I understood that the renting of the place was very expensive, but just to turn the lights on. You gonna tell me? Want me to?
You can, but
But they ain't gonna. I mean, they were
Okay,
just telling. I
okay.
ain't telling them nothing because we don't know for sure yet that
Okay.
one. But every other one was about the same price
Well,
too.
yes.
She gets mad at me and.
Listen,
Well, if you want to tell me, tell me. I was gonna tell y'all, but she ain't gonna tell me. So what's up to her?
it's about $200 an hour.
To turn the lights on, to run the lights for an hour at the track, it costs that much. That's how much light. But they ought to be bright. But that's just something about having a big event like that. Because all our events ain't got to be that big. But I would like to have one that big.
The Funk NCT said, "Hope you guys have a great Turkey Day."
I hope every one of y'all have a great one and a safe one. How many people's going to Upstate after Thanksgiving? And then
We are.
Yeah. And it's a Toys for Tots.
Yes, and even if you don't go, make a donation.
Yeah, like we did last night.
Yep.
But like I said, there's a bunch of races coming up this year. There's Vegas.
Roger Jackson says, "Too darn expensive run lights." But it's worth it when it's at nighttime and they're wanting to do that testing and tuning the night before the race.
Well, that's the main thing about getting through it too, because the way I look at it is, if people can get there early on Friday, they can hang out the Friday. Some people are going to be traveling and won't get there until late Friday, but then they can have race day Saturday. You know what I mean? But I'd like to get it to where we start earlier. You know what I'm saying? Early enough to where we can run through it, and then turn around and be able to get it done, and everybody head home on Sunday. But with like the camping and all that stuff in the area, I think it would be awesome.
Okay, Cody Offenbecker says he'll be there in Pickens, I do believe. Yeah, Upstate. And Coach D wants to know, what's the update on that drag strip at the park that was being built in Perry?
Don't know. I hadn't heard nothing. All I know is they were talking about making me some kind of the president or something like that, and I don't know. I really don't. Last time at first where they were going to put it, and then they put the dirt tracks and everything, they were going to push us into a corner. And if they push it into a corner, I don't really want nothing to do it, because they ain't got enough room for us to do nothing. I'm hoping that maybe they'll watch the videos and see what the drag racing's all about, and see how big we can get it, and then maybe we'll step into it and see. But it just depends on the following too. You know what I mean? Of who's going to go out there and who's going to maintain it and who's going to race it. And it's just like I said, as just, I don't know. We'll have to see.
And then T. Stevens says, "Yeah, back when I ran at Greenville Pickens, they always waited to the last minute to turn the lights on because of the expense of lights running." Yes, yeah. We just found that out. That it's very expensive.
Yeah, and that's something that you don't know how much it's going to be until after the race. So
yeah,
that's like, you go into the dark pretty late night. But next day you'd be like, okay, we need $2,000 for you running the lights last night.
But now I did ask them if they could turn it on at a certain time and then turn it off at a certain time, so that it'd be like curfew. Yeah.
Well, okay, kids, but the only problem, curfew. But the only problem is if they're racing, you can't do that. You got.
Well, I know, but I'm talking about Friday night. Okay, kids, curfew. Lights off.
Friday night, that's something that ain't gonna be like when they're racing for the money. Yeah, I'll pay that. But for y'all just to hang around and talk, use a flashlight. No, they got lights around the building, and they got fire pits and stuff like that. We can hang around the campers.
Roger Jackson says, "Okay, you can rent lights from United Rental or Sunbelt Rental for cheap, or get light stands from Home Depot and run generators. We'll save on cost." That's true.
That's true. That might be the solution. I'll put in what I can. Y'all know when the lights come off, it's time to crank out them damn generators.
Everybody be carrying flashlights.
It's time.
Crank them generators up.
But like I said, hopefully we have the same amount of sponsors that we had before, because we did have a good turnout on that. And hopefully, it was amazing to me that Drag Racing Concepts showed up.
Yeah.
And getting to see his car run. I know that she still wants a Michelle Vine, and it's only
Michelle, if you're listening.
And all she wants is Michelle Vine for it. She can tell me whatever she wants to tell me is because
Michelle Vine is the girl. Voila,
but
girls gotta stay together.
Tell you what, watching that car run the other day, God almighty, I'll get me one.
Okay, you do the drag race concept. I'll do the bullet, and we'll just Go ahead.
Yeah, you get
After you get my car running.
you tune it, you get ready.
Yeah, you get ready. So all I gotta do is
She'll be
go
like,
straight.
let me borrow $20 and I'll bet you. Crazy. But like I said, I was hoping that Jesse and Loom or any of them would be able to get on here tonight and talk about the 7th scale and stuff like that and what their plans are of running.
There's talk of a winter nats in Tennessee in January coming up. I'll keep you guys posted. We'd love to have y'all come.
Yep, let us know.
Roger Jackson says, I will donate for lights. Also, we'll have gift cards for that race. Awesome.
That dude's awesome.
Ain't
Thank
he
you, man.
awesome?
Yeah, he's also donated for our race
He
last
did.
weekend.
Hobby Jack
Yep. So y'all please go check him out. But
on YouTube.
and like I said, anybody that's helping grow this hobby, y'all get it. But it's getting close to Christmas time. Toys for Tots. I know Desert Hobbies is
He's actually
it's nothing really tomorrow. If you want a t-shirt, you go see him tomorrow on there. I think he's gonna go live and you can get a t-shirt and then maybe a thing for Voodoo's. But if you really want to help, I think it's Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Voodoo's or not, y'all go help him. And like I said, we done donated some. We'll probably go donate again. But it's about kids, and it's that time of the year for the ones that ain't got it.
It really doesn't matter
Yeah.
if you get the Voodoo's or if you get the t-shirt. All that matters is that at the end of the day, when that kid wakes up, he or she will have a present underneath that Christmas tree.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Point blank.
Yeah, the hope for kids. That's one thing that always tells us, ain't it, as kids.
Yes.
But I gotta quit saying but.
You say but a
I
lot.
don't know. I even said it at work. Alan
Do you
said,
really?
Yes, I noticed that the other day. I was telling them guys, we need to do this, get the truck ready, and
But
it's like what? Like a drum.
every time you say but we're gonna have you put $1 in. We'll be rich.
It'd be our money. How we gonna
No,
be rich?
I don't know. You say our savings account.
The only thing that'd happen is the money's supposed to be in the bank, would be in a jar or whatever. Okay.
I have a spare savings account.
Okay, but they don't care about that. We're losing people, but I'm
It'll be
sorry.
okay.
But anyway, y'all, that's the plan. If y'all can, y'all help out what you can with all the stuff coming up. Help your local hobby shops and small businesses, and like Michelle Vaughn, she's on there now.
Yes, she is.
And
She's watching.
everybody else,
Chandler Precision.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's got great products and
Dry Racing Concepts.
yeah. Can you hear me now? Okay.
We lost the sound, guys.
We lost sound. How about now, Nick? Can you hear us now?
Can you hear us now? Testing 1, 2, 3.
I'm sitting there playing with.
Yeah.
I was
He
playing.
gets fidgety with these wires.
Should tell you how smart I am sometimes. I'm sitting here and got this soundboard thing, whatever the hell this thing's called.
He's playing with the wires.
And it wasn't the wires, first the little twisty things, and I started twisting it. I twisted it up good.
Well, stop twisting.
Well, then I threw it over there. Then I grabbed the wires and started twisting it the same way.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, like I tell you about the cameras. Leave the cameras and the wires alone after we get them set up.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, we'll talk then. I'm sorry.
All right. It was all about the bombs. Nick Freeman said. And we have Papa Bear 3D.
I love that. Awesome.
And we have Diz Costa, who was also a sponsor of our race.
Mm-hmm.
And as you know, he does a lot of those raffles.
Diz build.
Diz build.
Yep. Okay. What else? And did y'all see the pictures that my sister made? She done good on them pictures. Did y'all see
that? That would be WMF Photography.
Did you do it right? Because I did it wrong last time.
Oh. Well, I think I did it right.
But she done real good on them pictures. I hope y'all like that. She almost got hit by a car. If y'all seen the video that I made,
He forgot to tell her not to go across the track.
put her out where I'll be seen her skipping across there. He said I let out of it just a nick of time. It was funny, but she
Oh,
did.
he says they're giveaways.
What's that?
Not
Yeah.
raffles,
Oh, that's right.
giveaways.
Giveaway. Sorry, my
My
bad.
bad.
But it is giveaways though. That's
Yeah.
what he does. But that's all I want to do. I want to get with y'all, and y'all hit me up and let us know what's up.
Don't use the R word, LOL. It's a no go in New York. Sorry, my bad. I said waffles, not raffle.
Yeah, probably in Fort Valley too. Fort
She
Valley.
got some good shots of my aerobatics.
Who's that?
Tyler Stevens.
It did, man. I got him on the thumbnail on the new one.
Mhm.
I mean, it was sharp, man. But I did it again. Son of a bitch. There's a dollar. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Just let them know that we are doing street eliminator race, and we're also going to be doing a 7th scale race.
Maybe. But the seventh scale race is a maybe.
Oh,
Y'all know that.
okay.
Well, there's so many 7th scale races already.
Well,
So
yes, but we were going
the
to get with Loom,
and
maybe.
we're gonna get with Loom. We're gonna get with Grant. That's what Grant does a lot of.
Yes.
He does he likes that better than he likes Street Eliminator, and I think Gap's the same way. I think they like that. Y'all know we prefer
Street
Street
eliminator
Eliminator.
13.5.
So, and then that's the whole thing is I'd like for if possible I'd like for them to take over that and we can help push what they can. But as far as the Street Eliminator races, if we do a couple of them,
And
we would like to do them and put our feet in. You know what I mean? Because
and not step on toes,
right,
too. You
exactly.
know,
Yeah, it's to grow them. Like I said, if Bloom wants our help and this, that, and other, he can hit us up. If Gap decides to have a race in Atlanta, 7th scale, this, that, and other, we can go together. I'd like to get with all of them and see if we can come up with a rule, like a base, kind of like what Loom was talking about the other night.
Diz, we love you too.
Thank you, bud. But they were talking the other night about getting a class together, and we could get together on a bunch of classes and do a 7th scale kind of a class race where we can do it kind of like Street Eliminators. $50 buy in, get as many as we can, have a decent race. And I'm game for that. But other than that, I just want to get with everybody, get their information because I know it's a year from now, but the sooner we can get it locked in, the sooner we can get the ideas in. I just want y'all to give me all y'all's input now and let's discuss it.
So that way we can make that race the best race.
Yeah.
Ever.
What would y'all like to see at the race? Who would y'all like for Valerie to get in touch with? I was gonna say us get to, but who would you like Valerie to get in touch with?
Secretary here.
But and see what we can get going. And same thing in y'all's areas. If biggest thing is let's grow this hobby. Let's get more people into it. We're getting older, but I ain't slowing down. I'm ready
Speak
to go.
for yourself. I'm getting younger.
But we have almost decided that we're gonna go to Vegas instead of flying out to Vegas this year. We're thinking about taking that week or whatever it takes and driving out there, renting a car and just driving across, seeing what we see, stop by hobby shop, see if we can find wouldn't it be cool to find groups that are racing, take some videos of them, and then like I said, when we get back, we could have so much footage of across the country,
across the U.S.
Yeah, I just think it'd be awesome, but that's our plans. Y'all let us know y'all's plans and what y'all think we should do.
We've got Roger Diz says Diz built giveaways.
Always.
And Roger Jackson says it should be 6 cars, most class. Nick Freeman says definitely count me in for a sponsor. I'll donate a good bit of money on behalf of our team. Diz Costa said absolutely let's gain weight together. And awesome.
Yep. Well, y'all, like I said, man, y'all just share it. Let's grow it together. What's cool about this is we have friends now all the way around the country and around the world. Really, we got people that we know around the world. So do y'all. And if we can combine our
forces.
Yeah, I mean, if everybody would work together, it would be. There's no telling. You know what I mean? Like I said, you got Mark Vine, you have
Tim Smith, you
Tim
have
Smith, you
Colin
have
Breach, you have
yeah, Colin Branch,
yeah,
and
Branch. Oh, no,
and
see, I messed up
yeah,
his name.
but you got Desert Hobbies, you have Billy Shaw, you know what I mean, you got Abel Lips, Nick Freeman. I mean, you got everybody that's got talent, and to get them all together and just we go see them sometimes, and they come see us sometimes, and at least 2 times a year
We can
we
all meet
we
together.
we should all meet together. And like I said, I just think that's the way it is, and let's grow this hobby, and let's get more people into watching it. Even if they want to race it, let them come out there and eat a hot dog and watch y'all run.
Yep.
So that's what we like to do live. For one reason is because
It provides.
we enjoy it, but the ones that can't make it to the race can actually watch it, keep up with it. Kind of like Mark Vine said on Tim Smith's show, is he can go to a race and his mom, or what I'm saying, grandma, anybody can
Anybody can be
sit there and
watching.
watch him racing, and that's pretty darn cool. So, like I said,
But you don't really, I don't think about that, at the time. But then when we get home and we're watching, I'm like, daggum, yeah, somebody could be watching it,
Mhm. And like I said,
family, friends.
and we've always done the videos for that reason, to kind of grow the hobby, just to put a spin on it, to where it makes it cool, makes people want to go out there and find out more about it. That's what started me doing the videos like I do. The lives, we enjoy it because we actually get to talk to everybody like we're doing tonight. We don't have a million people online. We don't have, what I mean, but it goes through a bunch of people after the fact,
Right.
and we get to have conversation with people. We actually talk to people, and y'all tell us what's y'all like, what you don't like, this, that, and the other. So,
And it's a good way of communicating and keeping everything open.
yeah. And like I said, it's been a slow down this year. You know what I'm saying? Because we got
SoFlo.
SoFlo. He named that one, and it's at the tip of Florida. But we're gonna go there.
Diz Costa said that's the great part about what you guys are doing. And he also said, I love for my folks to sit back and watch me race, win or lose.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Who was it that said? I guess it was Mark Vine too on that same thing. He said, no matter when he's so known in the hobby now, that he's almost like famous. I mean, he's like
Almost.
what I'm saying. I mean, he's famous in our hobby. Same thing with like Tim Smith. You know what I mean? Tim Smith might walk into a Walmart, not everybody knows him, but if anybody's in
Right.
the RC,
They'd be like,
you know,
oh my God.
it's Tim Smith. But he was cool about the way he said it, if he goes out and drag races at places, and if he wins, he's thankful because he won. But if he loses, he sees it in these people that they're so honored to beat him that he
Hmm.
wins still. So, and that's what's cool about it. You know what I mean? And then the people that know this stuff and the knowledge that they have, they share it. You know, Nick Freeman's like that. Everybody at Upstate's like that. You know, we've been to play races. We ain't really got to talk to Mark Vine like we want to, because every time we go by,
He's helping somebody.
he's helping somebody. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, he's got somebody else's car there and he's looking at it, tuning it. And, you just can't.
Diz Costa says, first and foremost, thank you guys for allowing me to be a sponsor for the last race. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you for sponsoring, and that's with anything. And, that's, I'm going to promote whoever I can that's going to help the hobby, you know what I mean? And that's just the way that I've always been. That's just my thing.
That's your thing.
Yeah, but thank y'all for y'all following and all that stuff. And like I said, we're not we're gonna do videos like we've always done. When we go to Vegas, I know darn well he's gonna have a big crew. Vegas,
Yeah.
he might have Bill Shaw, this, that, and other. I know in Kansas, we're gonna be sponsors, but
Mhm.
we probably just gonna be doing our videos, and then taking stuff to be a sponsor just to promote the
The
great
hobby.
job that they do on their races. But if anybody has a race, hit us up if we got an opening, and if you want us to do live, we're game for it. We'll do it. You know what I mean? I know the last
We're
live,
still learning and growing
yeah,
with it.
and I know the last live wasn't that good. I had to leave y'all hanging a lot, but we learned. We're gonna have to hire some people next time to help us run around and do things. But I think it turned out great for a great event. I can't thank everybody enough. The ones that came,
Just says shout out Tim Smith and shout out Jesse Grant.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
Yep. And Gap reviews, like I said,
Yeah.
and there's a bunch of them. I could sit here all night and name all the ones that grow this hobby. You know. So.
And like No Face, No Label.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can name out.
Yeah, there's
all
a
night.
bunch of them.
But gotta holler out Tim Smith, because if he hadn't got bored and came up with this idea,
Yes.
we wouldn't be doing the no prep. So gotta give it to him. And everybody else that followed him behind him just has been great people and learning. And it's just amazing to me how smart everybody in this hobby is. That's one thing that about the no prep. Even the people that don't understand it, once they come to a race and see it for the first time, they think about them no prep cars being slow.
Yeah.
Them cars ain't slow no more.
They fast.
These guys are smart, man. The tuning, the programming. I mean, it's just, they're putting air in the tires now. You think about from when we started going. Think about when we went to Vegas. It was back when 707 and all that.
Right.
And remember, they were bending their
Yeah.
bodies. They were doing all kinds. They were talking about on the show. They were putting holes in the bodies. And,
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And look at it now. Look how amazing and how fast this is. And I mean, even like Macklin, they've got a ESC out for drag racing.
Yep.
They got motors out for drag racing, and it's only going to get better. Voodoos are.
I think each month something's being added or changed or updated.
Well, like Voodoos are like the tires they have right now, but they're real soft. You know what I mean? I ain't never had none, but I've held some, and like kind of like what Tim Smith was talking about the other day, you can fold them. I think we're going to get in. They're going to have to. I don't know if they're going to last much longer, because they're going to turn around and have too much torque before too much longer, and everything's going to have to evolve. You know what I mean? So.
Desert Hobby, since you're not reading Facebook comments, I'll say it here. Happy Thanksgiving. Ha ha ha.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, let me explain about this Facebook about not reading comments. Okay. I can't see all the comments because Richie has shared it into about 1, 2, 3, 4 Facebook groups. I cannot flip between them, and I'm trying really hard. And he's also got it on YouTube. So we've got it on 5 spots.
She said, don't click that. Click. Don't click that one. Click.
Yes, he clicked them on all 5, so I can't read all of them. Okay, I'm trying though.
But happy Thanksgiving to you too. I'm glad to see you again on live. It kind of made my day or made my night last night.
We were like, oh, he's saying blah 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 excuses.
All right.
I'll tell Wendy knock you out. Okay. Nick Freeman said, we didn't get the results we came for this past race, but we left with so much more knowledge and are so grateful for that. That's what it's about, helping each other, love what you have going. It's a lot of awesome people that have y'all's back. Brett Burdine says, thank you guys for all of the great videos and live feeds. Diz Costa, hats off to Tim Smith. Yep. Nick Freeman, so much fun watching everyone grow and get faster from race to race. Diz Costa said it's a lot of work that goes into it, absolutely, but it's the same with all classes. Happy Turkey Day, Eve, and Robert Bird said happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and y'all don't forget about Desert Hobbies too. Billy Shaw's done a good job, man. He's pumped this hobby full of stuff, and he keeps it going. Everybody's got their own ways of doing things. Yes. This is all new. Everything, even with racing, when you line up and try something new, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. It's the same thing as what we do.
Exactly.
And he's gave it hell all the way through it, and he's done a great job. So I just hope that he keeps going, like I said. And him and Tim Smith and everything else. I even made a thing on what was it, Tim Smith's comment one time when he made a comment on one of his posts or one of his podcasts. He said that if they want me to do it, I'll fly in and do it, right? And I made a comment back to him, and I said, what did I say? If I pay for you and your wife, that you'll fly in, I'll fly you in. that you will do a podcast. I mean, you will do the announcing
Yep.
of a live. I didn't say my live neither. I said a live.
A live.
So there ain't no telling what I could wind up at. But he said, and then after that,
He said yes.
Yeah, he said, I'm a man of my words.
Yep.
So that's how we combine powers and make this big as it can be.
Make this hobby
Everybody do what
huge.
everybody do what they can do to help the hobby, not hurt the hobby. Because we're all in this together. Because it don't matter if it's a point series, if it's a cash race, if it's this, it's gonna be a good time.
Yep.
It's
And it really doesn't matter. It's all about having fun and getting knowledge.
When y'all see it, like I said, if me and Bill Shaw are there, he does live, I do live. His lives are a lot better than my lives. But you don't see us arguing over who's going to do the live or who's going to do what.
Competing.
Because
it's all about growing the hobby.
We like the videos. We enjoy meeting the people, doing the things, and that's what we do. It's all about growing the hobby. So, but other than that, I know we got way off course for what we were talking about. But
and Diz Costa says, I have to go, guys, and go live for tonight's giveaway. God bless and hope to talk soon.
Yeah, thank you, bud.
God bless you. Thank you, Diz.
And you have a safe holiday, and we'll see y'all soon.
Roger Jackson says, yes, Tim is a wonderful guy. He is really smart and knowledgeable. Like I said, but he's blunt to the point, but he's super knowledgeable.
Yeah. Well, but there's a bunch of them that are blunt to the point, but I haven't met, when you see some people, you kind of judge them before you know them, but I haven't actually met somebody. I tell you right now, that I really didn't think I was going to like. And then
oh boy,
once
you sure you want to do this?
Why not?
Okay.
But when we did meet him and talk to him and seen things that he did, he was a good guy too.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
He's going to start a point series.
Oh, okay. Keith West.
Exactly. I mean, you know what I mean? Because, you see him first time, he's kind of intimidating because he's got all the stuff that he does and this, that, and other. But he's a good guy too. And like I said, just because he's want to do something just a tad bit different, don't make him a bad person. Just makes him a different angle. Yep. We can have all kind of races. Everybody has great races. That's even like Topeka. Topeka had its flaws here and there, but I don't remember nobody complaining at the race.
But I want to say, what race does not have a flaw? Yep. Ours, Tacom, sure had a couple of flaws.
And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the whole time, and that's what it's about. If you're not doing it yourself, don't hate on the ones that are giving it hell to spread the word that are doing it. That's right. And like Tim Smith, he said points that makes the points and this and other. But we also got him now to where he promised us that he would do one with us. So
yep.
We will see. And then, like I said, it's all about traveling the word, getting more out there and doing more. So
growing and thriving.
Yeah. And like I said, make sure everybody, if you can, go to Florida. But this weekend, please, please, please go to South Carolina or
if you can't make it to South Carolina, go to a race and y'all donate a toy
well, like
or
I said,
money.
Desert Hobbies going live on Friday.
Yes.
Right. They're going to do and then there's also Gap's going to do a Toys for Tots
in Atlanta
the following weekend. So there's so many. So y'all please just, if you can. Now, if you can't,
we understand.
Pray for them. But I hope we had some good news that we might get to see some needs this weekend.
Yes,
maybe, right?
Possibly.
Y'all keep them in your prayers still, please. You know what I mean? Jared.
They've had it. Yeah.
Jared, is he home yet?
I don't know. Jared, I think, is on here. Jared, if you're on here, are you home?
Jared was in the hospital, and he was watching the races, and they've been having a hard time, and I just want y'all to keep him in your prayers. This goes back, like I said before, if you had never met somebody or met a family that will touch your heart, it's them.
Yeah.
And what's crazy, we say that we love them, and we mean it.
Yeah.
As when we say it, we mean it. Caden Phillips.
He's another one.
We tell him we love him. We actually mean it.
I'm Aunt Val.
Yeah. Or Miss Valerie or Miss Webb.
Miss Webb.
But that's it. y'all keep me posted on changes y'all want to do. It's getting close. It's getting later.
Good night, Roger Jackson.
Yeah, Thanksgiving's coming. Friday at
4
o'clock.
p.m. Arizona time. Voodoo's, Apollo, Chassis, and Reef's RC servos for the raffle.
Yep. So, and
Brett Burdine said he is home now.
Yep. Good deal. So, but other than that, that's all I wanted to get with y'all. Y'all hit me up on any ideas y'all have about anything about the race. We're gonna have another race in November. Back to better than the Valley. We'll be in November again. November. And we're gonna, as soon as I get the definite that it's on, we're gonna start building it now, and we're gonna see how many vendors we can get, how many people we can get in, and what we can accomplish and get there. Because I want y'all to come hang out with us. We're gonna see y'all from now till then. True.
Yep. True.
And like I said, and we'll get with Gap and see who else is gonna be putting on races.
Desert Hobby says he has an idea. Go ahead before we sign off of here. What's your idea, Billy?
I want to go back out there too. I wonder if we can make that on the way when we go to Vegas.
Yeah, we could. Have to go right through Arizona to get to.
Be like, hey, Billy, we're gonna stop. We're gonna get something to eat.
X-Files. We need every event with a stock class.
See, the problem with the stock class is if they had a
Desert Hobbies. Ha 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 ha.
If they had them all the same, it would be so much easier, But Traxxas did theirs, Losi done theirs, the DR10 done it, and they're all different. So it's not even.
All right. Never mind. I forgot. He sounds like me. Are so.
All right, y'all. Well, we finna get out of here. It's getting late. Tomorrow's Turkey Day.
Yes, it is.
If any of y'all on the road tomorrow to go see your families, y'all please
be careful.
Yeah, be safe, and y'all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Don't forget to get on Billy's for a minute or two tomorrow, and he'll be back Friday. And Billy promised us that he was going to do a long one on Friday because we're going to be on the road again, and he's going to help us stay up. So,
good night, Billy. Love you, y'all.
Yep, and
tell Wendy I said love her too.
And everybody on here, we love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Hit us up, y'all. Hit Grant up. Hit Gap up. Hit anybody that's around you and see.
Desert Hobbies. Wait.
He's gonna kill me, man. I'm gonna kill him.
What are we waiting for now?
but other than that, y'all, thank y'all. Have a great weekend.
Free t-shirts tomorrow.
Yes, free. Why you tell them that? I was gonna get as many t-shirts as I could get.
We wanted some t-shirts. Okay. Anyway, he's giving free t-shirts out tomorrow as well. But
you gotta have your notifications on, is what he said, because you got to know that it's coming on, this, that, and other, so that you can mention.
And he's not gonna say what time, right?
Yeah, that's why you gotta have your notifications on. But 4 o'clock Friday, y'all make sure y'all do that. That's the most important thing. Shirts are one thing, children's are a completely another, and that's what it's all about. We're getting close to Christmas. We all have hearts, and that's what children are. So they're our future. We love them, and we will see y'all tomorrow. No, we won't see y'all tomorrow. No. We will see them tomorrow.
We will see Friday. We'll probably do a live on the road trip.
Well, it depends on what time Billy does his and how long he does. But other than that,
Billy, please have a long one so you can keep us entertained.
We don't know if we're gonna do the live this weekend or not, do we?
Yeah, you said we were because it was Toys for Tots.
We'll see. We'll ask. If anybody
we'll get verification.
Yeah, if anybody from upstate wants us to do live, they can hit us up. If they don't, we're gonna bring just our cameras and ourselves.
Okay.
But y'all have a wonderful holiday. Y'all please, please, please be safe, and we will see you very soon.
Love y'all.
Yep. Thank y'all for all the support, and let's keep growing this hobby together, y'all. Thank you. Bye.